Way to go back on everything that was promised from the get-go. Now, what I mean whenever I say something like that is that J.K. Rowling herself, especially with the Harry Potter film series, always wanted British actors and actresses to play the roles because that is where it is set. She wanted to be as true to her book and true to the time period, true to the setting that it was as possible. But now we have something, and we talked about this. I mean, I have talked about this before. They were rumoring John Lithgow as Albus Dumbledore. Well, guess what? It is now confirmed. John Lithgow confirms that he will play Albus Dumbledore in HBO's Harry Potter reboot series, becomes the first American to play a major role in the Potter franchise. Now, I don't personally care that it's an American playing Albus Dumbledore. The bigger thing is this is supposed to be like a 10-year series, a 10-year, 10-part series. John Lithgow is old as crap. Now, he is a great actor. I think they can make it work in a specific way because he can do, he could do a range of emotions, being from very meek, which is what Dumbledore was in the books. He was very soft-spoken and meek, and he can also play a sinister being. But it's more along the lines of, is he even going to make it to, I mean, if they're doing 10 years out of 7 books, how long does he have to last until he gets to the Half-Blood Prince? Food for thought. It's now official. John Lithgow will step into the role of Albus Dumbledore in HBO's highly anticipated Harry Potter TV series. Now, it is coming on HBO, which means it will be highly funded, and most of those funds you will be able to see on screen. So at least, unless HBO has completely fallen off. Now, we know who they have with their showrunners, D&D, but it should at least be something that's worth your salt to go and check out. Lithgow, we all know him from a long time. I think Third Rock from the Sun was the first time that I was ever made aware of him, and he had a career before that, and I was just a young kid at that time. He has won 6 Emmys, and he confirmed the casting during an interview with Screen Rant's Liam Crowley, and he is also the first person to be officially announced. You know, we had there was a rumor about some black guy who they were thinking about Snape. And then the whole internet was in an uproar. This is actually official now. Now, while this is a show run by Francesca Gardner and Mark Malotta is directing it, at least for the start, I guarantee he won't direct every single episode. But the series aims to dive deeper into the books, and that's what we all wanted from the get-go. And is expected to start in the summer of this year, 2025. Now, here's my thing. My boy is already 79 years old. My boy's already 79 years old. It's supposed to be a 10-year series. Now, I know that he doesn't make it through to the Deathly Hallows. So they would just, any part that they choose to put him in, whether it's the scene at the train station or anything like that, they will have already pre-shot that. Hopefully, what this actually means is that this is pre-planned so they can get all of this stuff out of the way, because God forbid something just like comes along the way. 10 years is a long time. Now, during his interview where Lithgow revealed all this stuff, he said the offer to play Dumbledore came as a surprise while he was at Sundance. And he admitted the decision wasn't easy given the enormous time commitment. So let's go into his words. Well, it came as a total surprise. I just got the phone call for yet another film, and it was not an easy decision because it's going to define me for the last chapter of my life. And at least he knows, he's on the edge. But hey, you know what? Respect to the guy, because he's a very fine actor, and he knows that, hey, if this is the last thing I'm going to go out on, it's like he still wants to work all the way until the end. So I do have respect for him for that. And here's one thing that maybe he didn't mean it this way, but some wonderful people are turning their attention back to Harry Potter. That's why it's been such a hard decision. I'll be about 87 years old at the wrap party, but I've said yes. All right, so here we go. Turning their attention back to Harry Potter. You mean people are actually excited about it again? People never stop being excited about Harry Potter. The thing is, all of the little press releases that y'all folks, I'm not talking to John Lithgow right here, but all the press releases that have been made have been nothing but whelming. And I know I took that from Mahler. It's like it's not overwhelming, not underwhelming, just whelming. It's just something else. We would love to be excited for Harry Potter again. I would love to actually see a little bit of a prequel with Moony Prongs, Padfoot, and Wormtail. But here's like the biggest thing of all of this. Like, I don't think anybody has a problem with him being an actor. And if they're going to break this, just, for meritocracy, not just because, not for some DEI casting or some whatever the word for that is, not xenophobic, but because you have to be born and you have to be of British descent in order to play the role. I actually agree with the meritocracy thing because British people fake American accents all the time, and American people can fake British accents. As long as he gets it right, as long as they're as true to the story as possible, I think that's neither here nor there. I am down for it. But his announcement, and this is the thing that could start the wheel turning, his announcement could open the door for more unconventional casting choices, a move that can either excite or alienate portions of the fan base. And that goes back to what I was talking about with the supposedly or purportedly black Snape. And yes, they have gone through a ton of audition tapes. I think it was the last count was like over 32,000 or something like that. Everyone wants to be a part of it, and I do not blame you. I would want to be a part of it. I don't know where the hell I would fit in, but I would want to be a part of actually making Harry Potter faithful to the book come to life. I still love the movies more. I read all the books as they came out when I was growing up, but I've also watched all the movies, obviously, as they were coming out and rewatched the movies time and time and time again for decades. When I said decades, I mean 2 decades. If you guys have anything to say about this, what do you think about John Lithgow, the first American actor to what J.K. Rowling has said before that, like, oh, no, it has to be all British? Do you think it's the Lord of Horsewallop? I don't know. This is Malty. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you later. Bye. So this is the first official casting announcement. I might even leave that in because it pissed me off so much.